energy from inner cities that we lost, huh? I'm putting the ghetto on top of my back and I live in the back of the jungle. Lions, tigers, bears, oh my. Hear the siren, walk up. Engines on back of scooters, the real can recognize real, and we need to know just who you are. You are in the presence of many presents. Kendrick, the gift for the future, yeah, I said it. Good kid, mad city, mad respect, representing the hub, right.
Keeping it ain't nothing. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing down public. I got the whole block up. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing down public. The homegirls tell me I'm so they can buy them some outfits. I buy their sons a pack of Pampers, some new Jordans. Give them the game, school them on what's really important. That's how I was raised. Had me 13, fresh off the porch. But I'm wiser now, showing my young. There's other ways to get them dollars and funds. Coming down in an old school, so cool. Whip like a fireball, call it go cool. You don't know the tribulations that we go through. Put your ears to the speakers, I'ma show you. I paint a picture so perfect. Hit my CD, you see Mona Lisa in person. Courtesy of 100 beat. Got my...
Welcome. Everyone, thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. We've got the visiting team taking on Long Beach. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. James with the bucket. Here we are, Brent, looking at this game tonight. Both of these teams certainly get after it on the defensive end.
Well, I'm touching your suit here, Kevin, and it looks like you got shoulder pads in there. You're going to need that. This game's going to be a grinder. It's going to be physical. These guys are going to bump each other around, and they play hard-nosed defense. So I would expect this game to not rise up in terms of the scoring column, and we'll see who's tougher tonight.
Now LeBron following the three-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. Pass to Pippen. It's stolen by Davis. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Here's O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Yeah, the strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
Outside, James. Now Abdul-Jabbar. Guarded by O'Neal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That's his first foul.
Team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Outside Hardaway. It's hauled in by McGrady. And the ball goes up. Out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to James. Over McGrady. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Long Beach on offense. Davis sets a screen. Jordan. And it's good from the elbow.
And when we think about the excitement that Jordan brings to the game, but what about the offensive fundamentals? The man is a perfectionist.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Here's Jordan. Pass to Davis. The kick out to Bryant. Davis sets a screen. Second chance shot. Lock at 6. And it's Kobe missing.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Here's McGrady following the basket by LeBron James. From the baseline. Jordan can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Now, here is McGrady. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. And again, the miss by Long Beach.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
It's to Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to LeBron. Off target from outside. Here's Jordan. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
James, no good. Long Beach on offense. Pass to Shaq. Left side, Jordan. Now, Bryant. Jordan outside. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
The ball goes to the away team. Substitution on the court.
Hayden with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Pass to Hill. Just 5 to shoot. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Long Beach trails by 4.
Substitution on the clock.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Now Westbrook after the missed 3 by Carmelo. And again the miss by Long Beach.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And finished off by Worthy.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And finished off by Westbrook.
just taking it right to the defense and in their face. Westbrook at the rim.
On the wing, Payton. Back to Anthony. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
No chance. Giannis, too much length.
And Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul.
Gary Payton.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
20 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Giannis. Lays it up off the glass.
Defensively, you got to try and build a wall against Giannis and cover the paint. He's too much to handle inside.
Outside Hill. Over Edwards. At the end of one quarter of play. Still a close game. Up by 2. And we'll be back right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Westbrook. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Payton. He has yet to score. And the layup falls.
Gary Payton.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Powers through inside, Giannis.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Jones. Brent, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple of years that have won championships have played with a traditional setup guard? What we're looking at is duos that can dribble, pass, and shoot and devastate defenses.
Tipped away. The kick outside to Butler. Butler gets a step. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That was a possession where Jimmy Butler just did not settle for the jump shot, drove right in and came right at the defense.
Now here's Westbrook. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Payton in the corner. Butler on the attack.
Jimmy B doing his work there, challenging in the lane.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. And That one's good. McGrady.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Now here's Morant. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
I like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
And out of bounds, Long Beach will have it. Now, Jordan. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And here is James, averaging 28 points a game, and it's not an easy feat for what this man does on the offensive end.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's James. A rebound by Kobe Bryant. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
With a burst of speed, LeBron turning on the Jets, getting past the D, and the big hammer.
Now here's Frazier. Still without a basket. Here's Jordan. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Pass to Hardaway. Back to LeBron. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Bryant.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Now here's Frazier. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bryant. Oh, trying for it. Can't tie it up as that one misses. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
And every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Screen by Duncan. Here's Pippen. 1 second left.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. They lead by a bucket. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Long Beach with the ball. A 2-point game. McGrady outside. Chalk up 2 there. McGrady's got the first points of the second half up on the board for Long Beach.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
And 3 from Jordan. Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And finished off by Morant.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Long Beach shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
Pass to Jones. Lock at 6. Fires from the wing. Long Beach with the rebound. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. For the lead, Jordan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Eddie Jones.
Slashing there by Jordan. Gets up to speed in a hurry. Just impossible to stay in front of.
That one is no good.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
The drive by Hill. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Hill's got his second bucket tonight.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Jordan wide open. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. Jordan's got the lead up to 2 now for Long Beach. Jones with it. Picked up by Davis. Duncan with the bucket. Duncan's got his first bucket in this one.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Bryant with it. Still yet to score. Pass to Russell. Shot clock at 6. It's Bryant converting down low.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Anthony in the corner. That one misses. Nice D from Bryant. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Long Beach. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And the shot goes down. Now it's a 4-point Long Beach lead.
Giannis has great confidence, and he's playing with it here.
Outside Hill. Shakes him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the word word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
And so he makes both from the line. It's a close game here in Philadelphia. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And that foul's called on Grant Hill. That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Bryant on the wing. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Guys, we're not through 3/4 of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Substitution on
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
That's Giannis. Quick muscle from Giannis on the finish.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Here's Payton. There's the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Payton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, that's how you draw it up, right? There, a screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 2, Ja Morant.
1:24 left in the third quarter. Outside Westbrook. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Morant left side. And the whistle. Blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Long Beach on offense. They trail by 1. Here's Westbrook. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And when Westbrook comes into a game, he really provides a jolt of energy. He's really embraced that role, and it's infectious for the rest of the team.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Pippen. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Anthony. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Good on the shot. Westbrook's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Changing ends, Westbrook just moves at a different speed than everyone else, and he runs hard all the time.
Second team foul. Checking in for Long Beach.
17 seconds left to play here in the third. Morant outside. Driving inside. And Morant throws it down.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Long Beach on top, leading by just 1. And 4. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Now Hardaway. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Pass to James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown, it doesn't go for him. Long Beach on offense. They lead by 1. Here's McGrady. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Hardaway. On the wing, James. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
McGrady outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Looking to get it going. James.
LeBron James.
And finished off by LeBron.
Still a force. LeBron looking ageless on that one.
Pass to Jordan. Outside Bryant. Six to shoot. And it's going to be out of bounds. Long Beach will have another go. Long Beach making a switch here.
Coming on the floor for your home team, number 24. Giannis.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And that one's good. McGrady.
And he's got all the shots. McGrady makes the mid-range look easy.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That's his third foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's James. Outside Pippen. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Shoots over O'Neal.
Some exceptionally physical defense from O'Neal. He loves using that size to shut you down.
McGrady left side. It's rebounded by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Outside Hardaway. To the paint. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. So both teams making some changes here. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Was able to listen in on what Michael Malone went over with his team. Now he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Wasted no time on that one.
Well, a good-looking mid-range shot from Tim Duncan. The veteran continues to find ways to score.
Outside Jordan. Giannis outside. Pocket 4. Here's Edwards. And again the miss by Long Beach. Here's Anthony. Out to Peyton. Back to Anthony. Puts the move on. Takes it inside. And a check with the rebound. Long Beach trails by 3. Jordan with it. Now Anthony defending.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat.
And so Jordan nails both of them.
Now he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Peyton right side. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Bryant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And Long Beach leads by 1.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Out to Duncan. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. The high post shot. And it's over the rim and in.
I mean, who else do you want taking this shot? Anthony, a natural scorer in any situation.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. .130 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Kobe. Wow! Kobe Bryant drops the sledgehammer!
Lightning quick off the bounce. Bryant, one of the better athletes to ever play this game.
Outside Hardaway. Out to Duncan. Pass to Buck. Back to Duncan. 5 on the clock. For Davis. Long Beach with the rebound. Here's Bryant. Kobe up high. Down hard.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Here's James. Here's Duncan. That 3 off the mark. And so Bryant will bring it up for Long Beach. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up. So maybe just a step too far.
Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
Substitution on the court.
From deep, James. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. It's James atop the key. James with a powerful jam.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Like a fierce two-hander. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
At the line for two.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's off as well, so he misses both. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
So it's Long Beach with the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win and really.
Say goodbye. Tell me your name. Flickering flame. Tears on your face. And time will erase. Fact and fiction. This tragic tradition. Driving too fast.